तौ संतोषयता संतौ श्रीलरूपसनातनौ दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्यातपर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः. So yesterday in last class we were discussing 66th Anushyati is over, na? 65. Sounaka inquires. Okay. Anyone remember? Mata? In the Gopal Tapani. So we were, who was the speaker? So speaker is Chatusloki, Bhagavatam speaker is Krishna. What we want to say all the time, everywhere, Brahmaji is speaking about Krishna. So that is the point, main thing we want to establish. In Bhagavatam, there are so many speakers and there are so many listeners. Everyone wants to know about whom and tell about whom. That is the thing we want to see. Like in the Bhakti Sandrabha, in every conversation we are establishing Bhakti as the Abhideya. In every conversation, the process recommended by everyone is Bhakti. And also here in the Krishna Sandrabha, we are establishing every speaker wants to tell about Krishna and every listener wants to hear about Krishna. That is the thing we want to establish. So Brahmaji and Nara, so we took Brahmaji's case. So Brahmaji was speaking, started speaking from which place? From the second canto, 5th chapter onwards. So after Narada is asking questions, Brahmaji started answering those questions. So in that answers, you will be seeing he is in those answers, he is speaking about whom? He is speaking about Krishna. So because you see to second canto, 5th chapter, 6th chapter, 7th chapter. How did we prove this? Brahmaji is interested in speaking about Krishna. How did we prove this? Tirumala, you are not there. Okay, you are there? You are not there. So how did we prove this? By seeing the Sripati. That means who appeared there? That means in the second canto, 7th chapter is telling about what? Tell me. 7th chapter. Huh? Huh? After telling about the Srishti Leelas, he is also Madhura Leelas. That means sweet pastimes. He started explaining the. So anyway, so Narada, you heard so much about Srishti Leelas. So, but yeah. So he was telling about this for the Jiva Goswami comments there actually, the ending of the 6th chapter. So these Leelas meant for the sadhakas. So now you are going to hear about the Madhuri Leelas. Then Madhuri Leelas, he was describing the various avatars of the Lord. In that whole chapter, he was mentioning the several avatars, about several avatars. But majorly he discussed about whom? Majorly discussed about the Krishna. Yeah, that's a Krishna. If you see Krishna, appearance of Krishna after that killing Putana, after that Shakatasur killing at the age of 3 months, and after that Trunavas and so on, so all the Leelas. Majorly he described. So, and also Brahmaji was hearing from the Krishna. So only that is also we are seeing. Chatusloki Bhagavatam, that's 9th chapter, second canto, 9th chapter. Even the Chatusloki Bhagavatam was spoken by Krishna and that was heard by the Brahmaji. So that also we are establishing. That we did in the last class. And after that we came to the Saunaka's case. What to speak actually Brahmaji, even at the beginning, Saunaka is also is there, is interested in hearing about whom. He asked the question about whom? Krishna only. So what is that sloka? No, no, not that. He is asking about the first, which he want. Saunaka asked two questions. After asking those two questions, so he is asking third question actually. He wants to know about whom. He was asking the first question, what is the ultimate benefit for this entire creation that we have seen. Then after that, he is asking about, he is asking to explain the Sara of the all the Shastras. And third question is, Yasya Chikirshaya. Devakyam Vasudevasya Jato Yasya Chikirshaya. He wants to know about Sattvatam Patihi, Bhagavan, actually. He wants to know about the Krishna. Sota Jana se Badrante Bhagavan Sattvatam Pati Devaki. So why Krishna appeared in the womb of so Devaki? So that is the point actually. He wants to know about the Krishna. That means our goal is what audience listener wants to hear about whom, and speaker wants to, yes, hear about, tell about whom. That is the thing. So even the case of Sonaka also is interested in, uh, so know about, interested in knowing about Krishna. We'll be also seeing that in that next Anucheda, that is 65. Sonaka inquires so about Tanna Sushushamana Nam Arhasyanganu Varnitam Yasyavataro Bhutanam Kshema Echa Bhavai. Here Yasya is related to whom? Related to Krishna. Krishna. This is also establishing he wants to know about Krishna. And we'll go to the next Anucheda actually, 66. This is the we have to start today. Tat prabhavam anuvarnayantaha tad yashah shravanautsukhyam avishkurvanti. तत् प्रभावम् अनुवर्णयन्तः तद् यशः श्रवण तद् यशः श्रवण औत्सुक्यम् आविष्कुर्वन्ति. In you will be seeing in this same chapter, first chapter, Sonaka is interested in, that means hearing about Krishna. That we understood from the third question. Sloka number is Devakyam Vasudevasya Yasya Chikirshaya Jata. That is that sloka number is what? That is 13 sloka, na? That is. Now we want to, so he, then after that you see Tanna Sushushamananam Arhasyangan Varnitam Yasya Avatara Bhutanam Kshayamayacha Bhavayacha. This also we understood. Yasya means here that Krishna only. It refers to the previous sloka. Yasya. That's a Krishnasya. He wants to know about Krishna. Apanna Sansritim Ghoram Yannam. So this sloka actually is telling about the glory of the Lord, the Prabhava, the glory, the power of the Lord. So that he wants to, he is explaining in this sloka the power of the Lord, so that it is showing that he wants to, his eagerness. So his eagerness to hear about Krishna. He is describing some powers of the Lord. Oh, Krishna is like this, like this. So I am so much eager to know about him. So that's the point here. So what is the meaning of this sloka? Apanna sansritim ghoram yannama yoshah grunan tata sadhya vimuchite yad viveti swayambhayam. Samsritim ghoram apanna samsritim ghoram yannama yoshah grunan. If you take the Krishna's name, a person entangled in the terrifying state of temporal existence, who, even out of sense of sheer helplessness, utters the name of he whom fear itself fears, he is immediately delivered from that temporal state. So, if anyone is having the who is drowning in this samsara, and that person if he takes the Krishna's name, here Yan Nama means Krishna only, because the context is going with the Krishna. Previously, 12th sloka is telling about the Krishna. So, because whose name, by taking whose name, even the fear gets the fear. And that his name one should take. That who is that? Who is drowning in this samsara. So even that helplessly if he takes, Vivashaha, Vivashaha son, or otherwise being controlled by some conditioning state, by the conditions. Maybe he is falling from the some place, or some he is about to meet the some accident, or the because of this so much uh, pain, whatever. So somehow or other, Vivashaha. So if anyone takes the Krishna's name, they will be immediately so Samsritin Ghoram Gunan Sat Vimuchite. They will immediately relieved from that. So that samsara. Yeah. Tata Sadhya Vimuchite. Tata means here Samsritehe. That means from that Samsriti he will be removed. Why? Why like that? Because Krishna's name is like that. Even by hearing his name, so even fear gets fear. That is the thing actually. And here, ultimately, what we are understanding, Saunaka is so eager to know about Krishna. That's why he is expressing the power of the Krishna, that is indicating his eagerness. Shravana Autsukyam. Autsukyam means eagerness. Okay, this is sloka. You can see Vivashaha means Visheshena Paradhinaha san. Visheshena Paradhinaha means he is under control of some situation. Maybe something, some great danger. At that moment, he cannot fix his mind and very steadily he cannot take the name. Even in that kind of, in that state, even if he is able to take somehow or other some so improperly name, but still he will be get relieved from the samsara. Sri Krishnasya namatasya sarvavataritvad avatara namna api tatreva so paryavasa. Why like that? So Sri Krishnasya namatasya sarvavataritvad. The reason is he is the avatari of all the avatars. That's why Krishna's name is having this kind of power. No, sarvavata sannapi yasya Sri Krishnasya nama tasya sarvavataritvad avatara namnamapi tatreva paryavasana. So there is no need to take any other's name. Maybe if to get out from fear, so you may to take the Kal Bhairav name, this name, that name. No need. Taking of or Mrityunjaya, something, Shiva's name, this name, that name. No need. No need to take anyone's name, because all the names are included in him only. Anyone's name is coming, that is because of his Shakti only, actually. So, yeah. Sarvavataritvad, avatara namnam api. And that means there are so many names are there for the each avatara. All the names are coming from Krishna. That means Krishna's name. Krishna and Krishna's name are not different. All the names are coming from his name. So that's why by taking his name enough, fear will go away. By taking the other demigod's name, like, so sometimes they take the name of so other demigods, these, that, Shiva, so many. No need. Here to his Atayeva Saksha Sri Krishna Dapi Tannama Pravrutti Prakarantarena Sriyate Sri Vishnu Purane. Even in the Vishnu Purana, we are seeing Saksha Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna himself is saying. What he is saying? He is saying that his name is the Tatra tu Akilanam Bhagavan Namnam. All the names of the Lord are having the causes in Krishna's name. All the so causes of all the names are in what? Are in Krishna. That is the point actually. That means Krishna's name is shelter for all the names of all the avatars. That's a Vibhuti, whatever. Avatars can be anything. Vibhuti avatars or Kala avatars or the Guna avatars, anything. All the names. That's the point. Next, iti hi tadiyam gadyam. Tadiyam cha Vasudeva Damodara Govinda Keshava Nama Vat. So that means here Krishna means you should take not only just Krishna, Vasudeva also you can take Damodara, Govinda, Keshava, all these referring. These names, this Krishna means alternative, these are all. So these names are shelter for all the names of the various avatars. That is the point. So that's why by taking that name, there is enough. Yeah. Okay. Tataha means here in the sloka, Tataha is there in the second line starting. Samsritehe. That means those are relieved from, whoever is taking the Krishna's name, they are relieved from. So Samsruti means samsaram. Hetuhu. Why? Samsruti means what? Fear. Material world means bhayam ditiya viniveshtasya. In this material world, everyone is feeling of what? Fear. So that fear is getting the fear by, from whom? That fear is getting fear from Krishna's name. That's why anyone takes the Krishna's name, enough. He will be relieved from the samsara. That means we should take, if anyone wants to relieve from the samsara, that means samsara means fear. If anyone gone to samsara, also you can consider it as fear also. Fear is there only in this material world. There is no fear in spiritual world. Spiritual is completely free from the fear. It's a fearless state. That's why abhayam, kshemam, kshemam and amrutam. Kshemam means mangalam. Abhayam, that means there is no bhayam in there. So spiritual world, there is no bhayam. Okay, Prabhu, I can think later. Later. Abhayam means, yeah, I will take that. It can keep. So abhayam means, yeah. So that's why if you want to get the fearless state, you should take that person's name whose name gives the fear to the fear. That is Krishna. Krishna's name. Okay. So anyway, this is just we are seeing the glory, how Saunaka is glorifying Krishna. What is our intention? Anyway, this is not the thing we want to establish. Our intention is Saunaka is ultimately interested in of what? Hearing about whom? So Krishna. That is the thing. We can summarize the Sandrabhas actually. Many times we'll be seeing the extra discussion actually. If we summarize this, so many details now for every sloka he is describing so many things. So which are not related to the topic also. Because any that came, so that's why he is writing. Better actually will summarize the Sandarbhas. Then it will be very easy. Summary. Sandarbha Saraha. There is a lot of scope is there in the Sandarbhas to lot of scope is there in Sandrabhas to summarize, and also many things can be done like this. Next, moreover, next sloka, if you see, yat prada samstraya suta muneha prashrayamana sadhyah punantya sprushtah swardhunyaponu sevaya. Once again, he is glorifying Krishna. He is glorifying not Krishna, but his devotees he is glorifying here. Ultimately, he is glorifying Krishna only, because Krishna's devotees are so powerful, even from the far distance, their association can purify a sinful person. Than the Ganga. Ganga cannot do this. So, just by far away, if you see Ganga, it is not going to purify. But devotees association very far from far. So that is also is more powerful than the Ganga, the water of the Ganga. So from this we are understanding the opinion of the Sonaka about the Krishna's devotees. So that is ultimately indicating the eagerness of Sonaka to hear about Krishna. Yeah, what is Krishna actually? So powerful. This, that, like that he is glorifying. That to beginning of the book, that to beginning of this book, beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, he is. So that's clearly indicating that this book is, is going to describe about Krishna. So because why we are doing this much exercise? So why we want to establish every conversation, everyone is interested in Krishna, speaker and listener, because ultimately we want to say that Krishna is the only the personality they want to know about him. And that will be establishing Krishna is only the avatari, is the supreme personality of Godhead. We already established that Sutra Sthaniyam Paribhasha Sutram and many ways. So now we are also some helping statements we explained. Now we are also establishing every speaker also interested in him only. That means he is only the cause of all the causes. Yeah, object of discussion. So see here, Yatpada Samsrayaha Suta Munayha Prashramayanaha Sadyah Punantyapasrushtaha Swardunyapo Anusevaya. What is this Yatpada Samsrayaha Suta? Yat Suta, that means who took the shelter at the Yat means Krishnasya you should take. Yasya. Yat means Yasya, that means Krishnasya. That means people who take the shelter at the Krishna's lotus feet and Prashraya Manaha, they are fully controlling, they are fixing their mind in the Krishna, and Sadhyaha Punanti, they are immediately purifying. Upasprashtaha, just by coming in contact with them. Swardhunyapo Anusevaya. Anusevaya means here by the repeated use. But in the case of the Ganges, Ganga water, so by repeated service only it is. Repeated service to that water, repeated bathing only it is going to. But in the case, so Sadyam immediately. So immediately they are get purified. In the Tika, we are going to see even more actually, more emphasized actually this. First of all, in this sloka, what we have to understand, in this we should understand this Prashramayanaha. Prashramayanaha, this is the important thing here. So who are these? These who took the shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord? They are Prashramayanaha. Prashrama Ayanaha. This is actually samasa. You can break it or you can expand this Vigraha Vakya of this samasa. Then you can understand. Prashramayanaha, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning? Having taken complete refuge of his feet and whose
minds are fixed on the Supreme Lord.
Whose minds are fixed on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Shamaha means what? See, Prashramayanaha, Prashrama Ayanaha, Prashrama Ayanaha, Shamaha Bhagavanishta Buddhita. For whom Prashrama eva ayanam vartma ashraya va yesham te. We will be seeing what is expansion of this word. Prashrama ayanaha. Prashrama ayanaha means for whom fixing the mind. fixing the intelligence is the path actually. Fixing the intelligence. You can say here. For whom fixing the mind on the Krishna is the path. Whose path is fixing the mind on Krishna. So prashrama ayanaha. Prashrama means what? Prashrama is the ayana. Ayana means is the path. Vartma also you can take. Ayana means vartma. That means and Bahuviri samasa you take. So whose path is fixing the mind on Krishna or Bhagavan? Prashrama means fixing the mind on Krishna. How can you take prashrama means fixing the mind on Krishna? This is a question now you get. Prashrama, prashama. Sorry, prashrama, not prashama. Prakrishti rupina shama. Shama means what? Prashama. Prashama. Shama means what? Shama. Shamo dhamo. Shama means what? You know, all of you. No. Shama means controlling the mind. Dhamma means controlling the senses. Dhamma means controlling the senses. Shama means controlling the mind. We see in the Bhagavad Gita also. So prashama means prakarshena, prakrishtena. Prakrishta rupena shamaha. That means very fully fixing mind. On Krishna, why you are saying? Fixing mind enough. Actually, shama means controlling mind. But here, shama means fixing the mind on Krishna only. Why you should take? Because Krishna is saying in the 11th canto, 19th chapter 36, what he's saying? Shamaha mannishtata buddhehe. Buddhehe mannishtata shamaha. What he's saying? Fixing intelligence or mind in me is the shamaha. Who is saying? Krishna himself is saying in the 11th canto. So that's why here you should take prashamayanaha means prashama. In that prashama means shama is there. Shama means so fixing mind on Krishna you should take. Prakarshena. That means completely fixing mind on Krishna. So this is the path for whom? They are the prashamayana. Okay. That is the devotees. It's nothing but devotees. Huh? 11th canto, and he is establishing. So that's why here Krishna. So here Krishna's devotees only are going to purify these people, these sinful people. That is he's going to establish this. Anyway, it is there at Pada Samsrayaha, and his back proof he is giving. Prashamayana means devotees of Krishna, or other who fix the mind in the Krishna. Controlling mind means the best way of controlling mind means what? Is the only the fixing on the mind on Krishna only, not other. So why fixing on the mind can be fixing the mind on Krishna can be the samaha? Because if anyone fix mind on Krishna, so because of this, mind can be fully engaged because Krishna is the ultimate controller. Purna Bhagavan he is. So he is Purna Bhagavan. So that's why ultimately fixing on Krishna is the ultimate thing actually. Ultimately, fully mind can be controlled because Sakshat Purna Bhagava Sri Krishna Sambanditva. Yes, because there is a connection with the Krishna. That's why Prashama means is if it is simply Shamaha, you can take anything actually, maybe. Shamaha means controlling mind. Prashama means so fully controlling of the mind should be taken that fixing mind on the Krishna only, because Krishna is Purna Bhagavan. and that is the path for whom those are the Prashamayanaha. That means Sri Krishna Rasakrushta Chittaha Munayaha. Sukadevadaya. Who are those? Munayaha means Sukadevadaya. What they do? Upasrushtaha. Upa means Samipam. Upasrushtaha means just Upa means Upavishu. Upa means Samipyartha. Upasarga Upa is having Samipartha. Close. Who are just close, but not direct contact. So that means Upasrushtaha means Sannidhi Matrena Sevitaha. If these Vaishnavas, these kind of Vaishnavas who control, who fix their mind on the Krishna and fully control their mind. So if anyone comes very far, that means if anyone do service to them even from far, then Punanti sa vasana papebhyah shodhayanti. Then they purify all the sins, all the material desires. Swardhuni Ganga tasyaha apastu. The Swardhuni means what you should take here in this sloka? Swardhuni Ganga tasyaha apaha. Swardhunyapaha means Gangayaha apaha. Water of Ganga. About this, we are hearing from in another place, 1090. Yosau niranjano devas chitswarupo janardana saeva dravarupena gangambo natra samshayaha. What is Ganga is explained here. Yaha aso niranjanaha devaha. So Lord Krishna is Janardanaha. He is Chitswarupaha. That means he is full of bliss. Devaha. He is the Divyaha. That means he is transcendental. Niranjanaha. He is beyond all the gunas, material contact. And also Sa Dravarupena Gangambo. So he exists in liquid form as the water of Ganga. So Krishna's liquid form is nothing but Ganga. Liquid form of Krishna is Ganga. Liquid form of Krishna is Ganga. This is na atra samshi. There is no doubt in this. Swayam tatha vidha rupa api sakshat Sri Vamanadeva Charana Nisruta api. So that means Ganga, Krishna's liquid form, and also it is touching directly the lotus feet of Vamanadev. Vamanadev's lotus feet. Anusevaya means sakshat sevabhyasena. Anusevaya means direct devotion. That means anyone touches this water directly, or anyone serve this water directly. Wait karo usko. Adokshaj Prabhu, mute it.
Just a second.
Okay, so Anusevaya Saksha Sevabhyasena Tatha Sodhayanti. It is going to purify sins when it is directly touched. Saksha Sevabhyasena. Na Sannidhi Matre. Not from the far. Just we are in the association of Ganges water. Association means you are close to that, but not touching directly. Then it is not going to purify sins. But in the case of the devotees, they are even, that means on Upa, what is that? Upasrushtaha. Upasrushtaha, no? What is that? Upasrushtaha. Upasrushtaha. That means Upasrushtaha means far. Sannidhi Matrena means just Sannidhi Matrena Sevitaha. So mere proximity, on being attended by mere proximity, just a little bit close, but not directly touching. By mere proximity also you can get purification by the devotees of the Krishna. But in the case of the Ganga's water, you have to touch it. You have to directly serve it. Then only. Because anusevaya upasprishta, these are the important words. Is important word. So that means that's why you see the glory of the Krishna's devotees is explained. That means ultimately Krishna is Saksha Sevaya api na sadyah iti tasyaha api Sri Krishna Shrita Nama Utkarshat Tasyotkarshaha. Sri Krishna Ashrita Nama Utkarsha Tasyotkarsha. Why devotees are having the more power than the Ganges? This kind of difference, why it is there? Because they took the shelter of the Krishna's holy name. This is the reason. So that's why devotees of the Krishna's devotees are more pure than the, are they? There will be more pure means they are more powerful actually, more powerful than the Ganges, Ganga water. The reason is so they are taking the shelter of Krishna's name. That's a Tasyotkarsha. Purified. Darshana matrena api.
In the previous shloka, we have proved that this Ganga is a liquid form of Lord, correct?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
means is not different from the Lord.
Yes.
But here we are seeing that no, actually, simply by coming in contact with Ganga, Masannidhi Matran is not possible to get purification. But
yes.
But in case of the devotees, if someone come in contact with the devotees, even Sannidhi Matran, they got purified. So what? Some differences are there, correct? But here we are seeing that Ganga order is not different from the Lord. It's not different from the Lord, but again, no.
Here actually we are establishing.
Here I think it's in the devotees of Krishna.
Here we are establishing the evameva tatah tad yashasah api adikyam varnyate tirdam chakre ruponam yadajani yadushu swasarit pada shaucham iti. O king, the sacred pilgrimage site that has appeared among the Yadus has diminished the glory of the Ganga. So we are establishing Krishna's name. Krishna is superior to the Ganga. That is the thing we are. Of course, it's a liquid form of the Krishna, but there is a superiority is there in the Krishna's holy name. Devotees also, but they are getting that glory. Why? Because they are taking the shelter of Krishna's name. Yeah, that is the point. Ultimately, Krishna's name is established here. Krishna's name is superior than the, so bathing on the Ganges. Doing japa is best, or the going and taking bath every day in the Ganges? Doing japa is best. Is more important. Is more purifying. Chanting is better. Chanting is better. Padasevan is not our process. You can do more rounds, but it's okay. We are not rejecting that. But if you ask the priority, they take you. Yes. But no, but our acharyas have the opinion of. So holy name is of course every anga is full and complete. Archanam, Vandanam, Das, Sakyapana. But without doing this, without becoming strong, and those are all given less priority actually. So by our Acharya, we are followers of our Acharya. Na? No problem. We are doing good. So that many benefits are there. Yeah. Yeah, parikrama should be done with focused chanting. It's good. Then you'll get both. That's good. But by that, you should not sleep in the chanting here. Then it is a failure. Ultimately, your quality time is going out. You have to prepare whole day to chant nicely in the those chanting period. Otherwise, whole day is waste. I'm seeing our devotees actually 99% of all devotees are sleeping and drowsy, because that is why we are not able to progress in our devotional life, because chanting is very poor actually. Everyone is sleeping, and actually हरे कृष्ण राम राम श्री राम क्या जप करते क्या हो रहा है actually, बहुत हॉरिबल सिचुएशन. Philosophy से भी हम लोग compared to philosophy, now we should focus on the conducting these japa retreat camps. That is more important. We should make aware of people what is the importance of the chanting holy name, glories of the holy name. Those that has to be, that shraddha should come in the heart. They don't have any strong shraddha towards the holy name. That is the main problem. No? It's a stumbling block. And also they should know to do this, they need to control the many things. They need to control eating, they need to control the sleeping time, they need to control the offenses, many things actually. Many factors are interrelated. They don't know this properly, and have desire to do nice chanting, but how to do, don't know. How to protect the health, how to protect the body, how to, so that keep the body so nicely healthy, so that you can nicely chant. Everything is interconnected. Now we are in the material body. So that science and that kind of teachings are very important. Anyway.
Right. Suppose today you have to prepare yourself to chant tomorrow.
That
if
is
you don't prepare yourself today, then you cannot chant tomorrow.
You are sleeping 12 o'clock till, and you are not sleeping, you are waking up for the till 12 o'clock and doing some service. And
that means that preparation has to be done one day before.
And your tongue is not controlled, and night time we ate so much prasada, this, that, and that is not properly digested. And while eating the 4 o'clock also, we don't have consciousness how much we are eating, how the body is going to sustain, how much load is coming. Then what will happen? Whole day is missing. Na? Your life is getting out.
It is like, it is like, when a player go to play some match, before playing the match, he goes for warm up.
Yes.
He goes without warm up. If we go
with fitness,
if fitness is not there, but
nothing, he will fail. He will fail in that game. So definitely, that is a fitness is important. That means fitness means good sleep, good health, and without offenses, and a clear faith, shraddha, all these. And we think that holy name can do anything, and whatever we want to do. Simply, that means, so Shruti, Pancharatri Vidim Vina, Aikantik Bhaktir, Utpata Kalpate. This is thing is happening. Utpata actually. Destruction.
Srila Tamal Krishna Maharaj, once he told to his disciple that to understand the importance of holy name, it took me 20 years. So actually, Prabhu, if we don't say within 6 months or 3 months, actually in VIH they did a holy name retreat in Govardhan.
Yes.
So it is very important for us.
I'm really convinced actually, because that is a major hurdle in the society. Otherwise, if japa is not proper, all the fightings, this, that, gossip, and so much nonsense will enter actually in the community of devotees. That you don't, that kind of encouragement is not there. So how to increase the japa taste, and that kind of teaching, inspiration, discussions. Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's so problem. Okay, we'll finish this to one line. We'll do something for that definitely. टीका च इतः पूर्वं स्वसरिदेव सर्वतो अधिकं तीर्थं इत्यासीत् इदानीं तु यदुषु यदजानि जात. So here for the Bhagavatam 90th chapter sloka we are seeing here. So previously we know that Ganga water is only the supreme purifier, but now we came to know even these people who took birth in the Yadu, so they are more powerful than the Ganga, and they are diminishing the glory of Ganga water. So that's why ultimately why devotees have that kind of glory, because they are taking the shelter of holy name. That is whose name? Krishna's name. Ultimately, that means here Saunaka is glorifying Krishna's name. That is showing his eagerness to hear about Krishna. That is the intended point we want to take. We'll see. Okay, thank you. In the next class, we'll discuss next time, 68 onwards. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Okay, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.